So today's prompt is a little bit different. We're going to look at what's new in your industry, or share some topical news, updates, or current trends that you are seeing. So this is like a little bit more of a kind of education piece. This is you saying that you're you know what's going on in your industry, you have some kind of insight, or you keep up to date with the things that go on in your industry, and you're then going to pass that knowledge on. So it doesn't need to be like breaking news of something that's happened today. I mean, in my Instagram world, stuff like that happens all the time. And I'm like, God, not another thing that I need to tell everybody out and learn about myself. But in your industry, it might not be so kind of like fast moving. But there may be something that in the last month, maybe in this year, you have noticed, or you have seen like things moving in a different direction. You have seen certain things become more important, less important, more common, less common. You might see some kind of update in, from the people that you help, or the products that you sell, or just generally in the platforms that you use, or the space that you're in. There might just be some new way of thinking, or a new way of doing things, or something that's a little bit more trendy right now. And so we're going to create a post about that, ideally adding in some of your input as well. So it's not just a kind of regurgitated piece from something that you've heard from somewhere else, but you can add in your own kind of opinion or viewpoint or suggestion with it. Okay. This one would sit nicely on your feed as a feed post, and it's up to you whether you would like to do it as a kind of swipe through carousel, sharing that information, or if you want to just do a single graphic and have the information in the caption underneath. I think it depends on how comfortable you feel with building a carousel on something like Canva, whether you've got the time. I have done one today. I don't usually do one because it takes me a long time. It has taken quite a big chunk of my morning to make one. I'll show you the one that I've made. But I don't do them very often because to me, they're quite time consuming. I'd much rather do it in a different format, or just do one single graphic. So it's up to you how you feel it's going to be best to share this information. But because it's quite an information, education, here's some things I'm telling you kind of post, it makes sense to do it in a feed post. Okay.
Sorry, Lorna, do carousels still show up higher than feed posts? Because I know it was like at one point it was reels were like the highest, then carousels, then feed posts. Does it matter anymore, or?
It still does, because you have the advantage of there being multiple images. What will happen is that someone might see the first image when they're scrolling, and then later on they might also get shown the second one, and they may even get shown the third one. So sometimes there's two or three opportunities for that person to see that post, because there's more than one image within the post.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I don't know if you've ever noticed that.
I've never noticed that it shows on like the second or third, but
yeah, I have noticed that sometimes, where I'm like, I'm sure I've seen that, and I'll look, and I've actually been shown the third image within somebody's post that I have actually already seen. So it gives them another opportunity to see that post again on the second or the third slide.
okay, thank you.
So if you're like, oh, I could do a carousel, I could do a single graphic. If you've got the time and you're happy to do it, and you like doing it, then maybe do one with 4 or 5 slides. If you would rather not, and you're like, I haven't got the time, I'm not great on Canva, just do it as a single one, and you can put the information in the caption. It's up to you. Let me show you the one that I've put together. So I've used the hook, what's working in the world of content creation right now, and how you can do the same. I've got a couple of other suggestions for hooks to help you if you think that would help you get started. But then I've just put one idea and a little bit of information on each slide. So I've got 3 there, and I've got a little call to action at the end. If they want more information like that, they can get my Friday emails. So with the call to action and something at the end tends to be a good way to finish it, especially for these kinds of, here, I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to give you some more information. Here's somewhere you can get some more information. Or if you think it naturally links to something that you offer, if it's related to a product or something that you sell, then your call to action could be the thing that you offer as well, if it links quite nicely, if it's related. So you might want to use a hook that's similar to this on that first slide, like what's working in the world of whatever your world is. Or we can come up with a couple of different other hooks, and then it's up to you then to give your update, give your information, give your new trend, your little pieces of information, and then have some kind of call to action, some kind of link to somewhere else that they might be able to get information, or if they want that help, they can buy this product. It literally directly does what you've talked about. Okay. Do you want a couple of other hook examples? So I did what's working in the content creation world right now and how you can do the same. There's updates from XYZ that can help you with your own ABC. So you fill in the blanks there. Or recent trends in the blah blah world that you should know about. That one's quite general. What I'm seeing working well in the blah blah world and how you can get involved. So any of those that can kind of act as your title or your hook to kind of tell people what the post is going to be about. If anyone wants me to repeat any of those, let me know. But we're going to use the rest of this session then for you to write those 3 or 4 things, those couple of updates, those things that you want to share, and put the carousel post or the feed post together, or at least get it started. Okay.
What was that last one, Lorna, on the hooks?
Recent trends in the blah blah world you should know about, or what I'm seeing working well in the space and how you can get involved. So that might be a nice one for you, Donna. What I'm seeing in the, however you would describe it, I don't know if you would say like the wellness world or the cancer community, however you would describe it, and how you can get involved. It's quite a nice one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one of those I should use.
So when I say to you, updates, trends, topical news, what springs into your mind?
The topical news at the moment probably is the phonics screening check.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally the only thing. So maybe just some information about that.
Yeah, that is topical because of it being this time of year. So that
Yeah.
makes sense for you. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe like, well, would you be talking to parents or would you be talking to teachers?
Parents probably for this.
Parents. Okay. So something like, a simple guide for parents on the phonics screening check, or it's for year 1 parents, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's working?
Kind of what it is. They probably don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
So what is the phonics screening check? Why is it done? I could probably do a couple of different posts on that. That might be like a whole week's worth of content there.
Updates on the phonics screening check your year 1 child will be taking.
Yep.
Or yeah, because you want to say year 1 phonics check because that's really what it's about. Updates on the phonics test. I don't know if you want to use the word test. And how you can help your child prepare, or how you can help your child, how you can support your child with this at home.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, you probably could get a whole week's worth of, if not more, content out just about the screening test and what it's all like, the actual facts about it for parents.
Yeah, because there is quite a bit